Haldo, and welcome to Who the Hell's the Stalker? How the hell's I kill him? And how the hell's I even make him pop up? I'm your host, Kopenich, and my co-host here is Nihan.
It's Neon. Every time.
Okay. For now, we are going to go and kill a boss. This is one of the many factors that are involved in the fighting of Stalker. What is the Stalker? The Stalker is what is quoted from the bitch Lotus, whatever her name is a rogue Tenno who has a warped sense of justice, who is out to kill your Tenno or your Warframe. How do you make him spawn in the first place? Well, once you kill a boss, you are eligible for the Stalker to pop up. We don't even need to go here. How do I make him show up? Like I said, you kill the boss. It's not confirmed, but you likely have to kill the boss, because he quotes the boss that you killed last, and he will go after you. He will chase one of any person in your unit. As you can see here, me and my friend went into the game at the same time, but just because we went into the game doesn't mean he will go after just me or him because we killed the boss. He can also go after First Hal or Ophion. What are his conditions for spawning? Well, I'm glad you asked, since you did totally ask. He will spawn usually around 30 plus levels enemies. So when you go to a map and you select, when you're selecting any mission and it shows the enemy levels, anywhere from 30 plus is more than likely going to work. There have been reports of other stuff, but 30 plus is more than likely going to work. He will not spawn in assassination missions.
And that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. He will only not spawn in assassination missions, as those are boss fight missions. He will spawn in everything else, including the Void. Confirmed. Now, what does he do? Well, first off, he's going to have some sort of weapon. He's got 3 to be exact. He's got his melee weapon, Hate, a scythe. He's got his secondary, the kunai, which are
Despair.
Despair. And he's got his bow.
Dread.
As you may have noticed, kunai and a bow are both projectile weapons. Luckily
With
for
travel
you,
time.
projectiles do in fact have travel time, yes. Now, he only targets one person. So after all the conditions have been met and he pops up, he targets one person. But how do you know he's targeting you? Simple. All the lights on the ship will flash. Everyone in your squad can see, not just the person he is targeting. It will flash once. Then, he will say something. Something along the lines of, you can't run or justice is due. Or some quote about justice. Then, blueprints by the way.
Oh, really?
A helmet again.
Awesome.
Then he will mention, more than likely, the boss you killed, or something about justice again. Then he will say, your sentence is death. When he says your sentence is death, that is when it will start to go after you, the Stalker. Every single time he talks, it will say, or it will have a flashing light, sort of a vent. And again, the lights will flash right after he first appears. He doesn't instantly appear when he is set to spawn in your mission. It will be sometime into the mission, maybe a minute, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. So you can have a Stalker set to spawn without actually having seen him if you speedrun the mission. As far as his abilities go, he's got something along the lines of slash dash or rhino charge. Neither of which is totally confirmed, but he does something that is basically both. On the wiki, it lists both, which is stupid because it's a charge. It's a charge. That's all you need to know. He also has something along the lines of smoke screen. It's not smoke screen specifically, because when he appears from invisibility or disappears into invisibility, it's just a black cloud of smoke, unique to the Stalker. It also plays a very unique and distinguishable sound, which is very loud and very noticeable. Please pay attention if someone says it. If he is targeting someone, and you see the lights flicker, ask your group, because people are all the time saying, "Is that the Stalker?" And as they're typing, they'll get killed.
Get killed.
Yeah. His other ability is something along the lines of, again, it is not an exact replica, but something along the lines of Radial Stomp for the Rhino and the stealth that we already went over. It's not Smokescreen, it's not Loki stealth, he just turns invisible. Also, apparently, some people have said he has Shuriken, but this is more than likely not true, as Shuriken look just like Kunai. And since he is powerful, it will more than likely one-shot you if you have no gear, or you're low level. As you can see, my health right now is 140, shield's 180, and I'll probably get 2-shot, or 1-shot depending.
No, you'll get 1-shot, guaranteed.
No, I'm right now, I've got a lot of armor. Anyways, he hits for, now that we're on the subject of his damage, roughly 150 damage on everything. His kunai, more than likely, hit for less damage. He doesn't use them often, actually. His bow hits for about 150, and his scythe hits for about 150. And this is altered by armor, indeed. He will also pop up and disappear at random, just all the time, as we said, his stealth. But he takes a second after spawning to pop up. He will say something when he is defeated, which means he reached 10% health or is killed. It is unconfirmed whether or not he's supposed to die or he's killed. But we have killed him. We have also got him to 10%, and he is just left. When he gets 10% or is killed, he will say, "How can you do this?" to the person that he was targeting, and only him. He will only talk to the person that he's targeting from beginning to end. If he is brought to his knees at 10%, or he just outright dies, he has a chance, a small chance, keep this in mind, to drop blueprints. Blueprints look the same as everything else. The blueprints go to as follows: the bow,
the kunai, and the scythe. They could all drop from him, but it's so rare.
It is very rare.
Probably kill him 20 times and you only see it once. That's happened to a lot of people.
Yes. Additionally, if he kills his target, because he only focuses his target, if he kills them, they will not have a chance to be picked up by their teammate, and he will leave. He will just, my mission is done, I'm gone. What was it, Eris?
I believe it was Eris. Yeah.
What we choose to do for the Stalker is killing 2 birds with 1 stone as farming. We choose to go to high level, as you can see, level 30 farming for defense, because he can pop up in defense, and he will show up sometime between wave 2 and 6, which means sometimes, yes, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait longer, even if it's some key that you wanted. I invited you, right?
No, I had to join. Thanks.
Yeah.
Continue.
He will pop up something in the higher levels. He will always be, from what we have seen of all 9 times encountering him, level 45. People say it varies between 70 and 30.
No, it's from 30 to
but
70, yeah.
All 9 times that we have encountered him in low and high level stuff, he has been level 45. Again, he will only show up after you kill a boss. In level 30 plus stuff, more than likely, he has a bow with travel time, a kunai with travel time, and a melee weapon, which he obviously needs to be in melee range to get you. He only pops up out of stealth after he is done talking and says your sentence is death to whoever he is targeting.
Right. He only speaks 3 times, I believe, before
He speaks 3 times before he starts to attack.
Right.
His abilities are a charge of some sort, similar to slash dash and rhino charge, like I just did now, but failed to move. His AoE is something akin to radial stomp of the Rhino, and his stealth is somewhat similar to, not an exact replica of Smoke Bomb
Ash.
for the Ash, because he disappears and appears in a cloud of smoke. He will attack only the person he is talking to. The lights will flicker for the entire group to see, and if he kills you, he will leave. If you kill him, or get him to 10%, because it is still unconfirmed whether or not one or the other is supposed to happen, but if one or the other happens, he has a chance, a small chance at that, to drop blueprints. The blueprints are just like any other blueprints and any other items, and they have a chance to be flung across the room. If he is defeated, you have to look around, unfortunately, because you
That's
cannot...
if they were flung, of course.
Yes.
Just make sure, just because he's kind of rare to encounter, so you don't want to miss out on a blueprint. If one drops, that's even rarer. It's like
his weapons are
unicorn.
also higher tier than standard weapons, even higher tier than level locked weapons. They are not on par in any way with the dojo weapons, unfortunately. You have to be in a dojo to get the best weapons. It's the game, whatever. Not dojo, clan. Is it a dojo? Doesn't matter.
The dojo's the area, the clan is, well, a clan.
Yeah, it's the clan's dojo. Anyways, clan dojo weapons are probably slightly better. Anyways, he drops his bow dread, his kunai, they spare,
And the scythe.
and the scythe hate. We do in fact have the scythe, but it is the only blueprint we got from him of 7 defeats. We have killed him twice, once because I was on my Nyx, and I regurgitated all the damage I did right back on him, and the other time because everyone was spamming their ability on him, so they did about 1,000 damage to him when he got to low health.
Right.
He's always level 45, unless proven otherwise, which there is no proof of otherwise yet that we've seen. And that's about it. You have to kill a boss after each encounter of him. That means he shows up, you defeat him, he defeats you, doesn't matter. You have to go and kill another boss for him to show up. Any boss works, but we have confirmed that J3 Golem and Tile Rigor will always cause him to show up at one point or another. It's not the next mission. It is by no means the next mission that you do. Will he show up? I just got enemy sense. Nice. And was that the lights flickering?
I
I
didn't
doubt it.
notice, but we can wait and see.
The other deceptive thing, unfortunately, is there are certain abilities, many abilities, that mess with the lights. So it is very hard to tell outright if he shows up. But he does in fact show up after the lights have flickered for everyone to see. And it is a double flash. It is off, on, and it is black. It is not tinted blue, it's not tinted red, it's not tinted orange, it's just pure black lights. So you cannot tell outright from that. If he shows up, be sure to notify your teammates, because he is very rare, he drops good stuff, and it's also a nice hunk of XP. Not huge, but he does give a good amount of XP when you kill him.
Not only that, chances are that if he's going after you, you won't have time to attack. Of course, depending on the Warframe you're playing, but he will probably kill you before you could even take out his shields or kill him. So it's best to just tell everyone. They all share the loot, so it's
yes,
fine.
Loot is
There's
shared.
no downfall.
So be sure to tell everyone in your group that the blueprints have dropped or that Stalker's up, and when you kill him, have everyone look for the blueprints, because you'll get those blueprints too, no matter who picks them up, which is always great because you have a chance to get awesome weapons. Well, that's it. Good luck and have fun. Happy hunting. And be sure to show your friends this video so they don't end up sitting there typing and dying to the Stalker while they're trying to explain how the Stalker works. And I'm going to go ahead and fall on the floor. Happy hunting.